Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
Oh dear. Alright, so that, in my opinion, was a bit inconclusive. This is pretty nuts.
This body's possible. No certificates.
It has an illegal tattoo. So this is why they want to lower the age, I'm guessing?
I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit.
Oh. Special features large muscle mass. But
Same as on the table at Green's. He was here.
Big man EG. Oh, well that looks horrific. C+. Oh shit, castrated. Well, that's a rough time. This is where they changed bodies, I'm guessing?
Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
Uh-oh.
Icarite in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... Why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers.
Oh dear.
Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
How much evil was around? Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you.
Could we not see the recording?
5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Is it me?
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. Never restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Uh-oh. This is a bit of an issue. So that's why they didn't open fire straight away. Because it was our boy. Makes sense.
I'm just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
What? Why would it?
I'm not Green. You can't buy me.
What? We just him? So weird.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah.
Is that the Joker? The other guy, yeah.
I let myself be tricked like this.
What the? What is going on?
She lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her.
Huh.
Not even a bar here. Focus, James. The question is, what are my taxes being spent on? Sarah needs electricity. Lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see.
I feel like we might want to redo our car here.
Maybe I'll stop complaining about my apartment.
Yeah, this place is pretty rough.
These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you?
Sarah! Reminds me of Ozzy Osbourne. Shattered!
From here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you...
There's the Statue of Liberty.
It doesn't seem connected to the net. Damn it. Electric current...
How about the big satellite dish?
Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
Why would she not be at the police department? I'm very confused. Okay.
Straws the most of it.
Alright, off we go. Maybe a home office? Yeah, maybe. Place looks pretty roughed up though. Hey, look at this place. Imagine living here. Coffee is indeed life, though.
It has to be here. I hope I'm not too late.
Sarah?
Did we seriously find Sarah?
Pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week.
Maybe everybody just lives in an absolute shithole.
What is this place?
Not somewhere I would expect somebody from the police to be, which is why it's kind of confusing. Oh, lovely. Yep, we're just going nuts. Oh dear. We're out of the crazy pills.
Fuck.
Is she an animatronic? Oh, she can punch through walls. I wonder how many people who worked on Layers of Fear worked on this game. Incredibly similar art style. I see you, Joanna. What does it say? Leave? Don't think so. Yeah. That's what happens when you defund. Oh, somebody's here. Last chance? Don't think so. I'm guessing Sarah's just a robot though. Or just an insane person.
What the hell?
Oh, there's some broken ankles.
You thought I'd be an easy target?
Police, don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
What do you really want?
For you to realize
you're making a huge
mistake.
It's the same person.
You mean me, right?
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
Oh. The dude's not even aiming at her. I tried to aim upwards because the guy's aiming at her shoe.
James, can you hear me?
What?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
Sarah, you look like shit.
Yeah, back at ya. You're goddamn lucky I missed. I thought some junkie broke into my house.
Dude, come on. Greetings, Ephialtis. Nice to see you. Slightly rude.
I'm almost finished stitching you up.
No wonder this guy has no mates.
Finish faster.
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me. Ow. Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking too. Someone's fallen into bad company here.
This body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
Well,
So are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Cara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
What? Oh,
Sarah, what was your motive?
she works for the
Motive?
police, man.
Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
Oh. What do you mean? Don't... No, I need some explanation.
What fucking emotions management issues?
I mean, that's fair. We are a bit of a schizo right now. Oh. What a nice place. Frozen memories, research by an independent scientist, social activist B. Chalmers, proves that you can't be a social activist and whatever. Proves that memory disorders increase in proportion to each year spent in the memory bank. CTC Director George Boyle declined to comment. And official sources say authorities have initiated proceedings against Chalmers for insensitive. Chalmers is publishing his research in a newspaper. Professor R. Profit and D. Sinborn argue that Icarite transplantation does not guarantee continuity of identity. The Icarite rebuilds a functional organization specific to the functioning of each individual in a new body, recreating it only to the extent of the new biological environment allows it. This is why synchronization is so difficult for some people. Memory bank scans by an activist group that wishes to remain anonymous show traces of frozen Icarite activity. Does this mean that even disembodied Icarites can feel or think? Can they dream? So basically you don't keep your identity after you go into the tablets.
Those mushrooms are funny.
What? About I'm just snooping around her kitchen.
2057, bioresurrection. Scientists have painstakingly developed a formula of plant nutrients which can resurrect any plant, even with the smallest amount of sunlight. Soon, living museums will bloom again.
Guessing it didn't work.
2057, bioresurrection. Scientists have painstakingly developed a formula of plant nutrients which can resurrect any plant, even with the smallest amount of sunlight. Soon, living museums will bloom again.
Chicken? Practical guides to sculpture, traditional methods. So she's trying to go back to the old ways. She also seems to have a house in like an old train station. Which is kind of dope, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, it's me. Kind of. See you later, Kwam-chan. Look after yourself. I really do like the old typewriter things they have here. Makes absolutely no sense efficiency-wise, but looks cool. Once again, the chicken. Why are we doing chickens? What's the chickens about?
'42 living museums. In response to the continuing needs of the populace, the government has taken steps to save our planet's natural heritage. Selected rural nature parks will become living museums. They will become a refuge for all endangered species of fauna and flora.
What are these figurines?
What are the chickens?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable.
Huh. It looks so weird. Artisan 10 secrets of recycled art. Ooh. Lovely chair.
One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. And back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
The greatest treasure in this dump. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. Portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood.
God
We
damn.
were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back. After a month, her subscription expired. And we were broke. There was no one to help. She wound up in the bank. And the body went to auction.
Oh.
And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Does it cost money to get them out? Or what do we need to get them out?
Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Yeah, I'm guessing the idea is you have to buy them a new body. But could she not just... I wonder how much a new body costs. It must be more than that, though. Chicken again? Yep. Why are there these chickens just everywhere? A new body must cost a ridiculous amount of money then.
2071, Green Bank. Acid rains ravaging our planet will not cause the extinction of the flora. The new project involves collecting bulbs and seeds and temporarily creating holographic facsimiles of all plants. The real, most exquisite specimens of flora will still be on display in the roof sections of the living museums.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
I had a bit of a head start thanks to my sports career, but it didn't come out of nowhere either. From a previous life. I earned it.
You must have had a hard time.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never gonna be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Wanna get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
We gotta play by the rules. We don't make them.
Tell me about it.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
So she's renting out her body
Bottoms up.
to get more money and also working for the police.
Past. Now it slips through your fucking fingers like sand.
All in order
To
to
your
buy
optimism, your most charming trait.
a girlfriend back. Because if you don't pay for your body, they just take it. Which seems kind of rude.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
A surrogate?
Sarah. Alright. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
They said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
Heh.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears, but they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck.
Oh dear.
You understand?
For fuck's sake, Sarah. We were supposed to be the good guys.
Hey Beastie,
remember?
nice to see you. I'm doing
You
good.
believe there were lines we never cross.
What are you saying?
Maybe you should stop before it's too late.
Yeah? Just let her rot in the bank? After what she gave for me?
A few years is a lot to you. But you have eternity to pull her out. Keep going like this, and you might never get the chance to spring her.
Fuck off.
Hey, I piss everyone off. I'm honest. Still, you can count on me. Dress your finger.
I can handle it.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a good point, Red Ned. Why does she not just give her body to her and then go from there? But unfortunately, the only thing I can think of is you're not supposed to rent your body out, right? So, my guess is you're not really supposed to do that.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure. Who doesn't? Is that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice. Then shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
As much as ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Sarah, I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
I suppose it'll come out sooner or later. It's about Jane Salma.
What about her? New evidence?
You could say that. She has my body.
What?
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything. Even with
Jesus.
plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
What?
Are you fucking nuts?
I'm risking everything for you, shithead. Do you understand that? The whole world doesn't revolve around you.
I don't think the whole world.
So trust me, like I trusted you.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought
Ran
you were
out
in
of
danger.
meds.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Goddamn.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start? James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself? It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. Should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet.
Got
I'm
an
working on
old-timey
it.
accent.
One big joke.
Salma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer.
Do you have any indication the killer took control of Green? What was the point of the plot that linked Green's case to the Icarus shooting? Green's orphanage was secretly body farms for him and other sick fucks. Group chats, they're all delivering the same message. That might be an issue. The only thing I can think of is
Its own
this.
transfer machine.
Yeah.
I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing.
How do you deal with that kind of desynchro?
And how do you deal with it?
I don't know if I'm the best example.
It's so confusing. So this shows that he didn't.
If synchro tests have a positive effect, then maybe there is something that does the opposite.
So this guy changed bodies basically for kicks. And then somebody took advantage of that. Which is kind of nuts. I mean, maybe
Why
this?
didn't we have access to these? There may be no evidence that
Yeah.
they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Right, so the next one. What was the point of the plot that linked Green's case to the Icarus shooting?
Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
It has to be this.
And it all comes down to this?
No?
Fucking why?
Art for art's sake?
Okay, never mind. What was the point of the plot that linked Green's case to the Icarus shooting? Well, it's not going to be the orphanage. Could be a group of journalists. A senator, maybe.
Fucking Demmer.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them.
They didn't die because of money.
Yeah, they had plenty of it. There had to be another reason.
Four of them were scheming some new taxes and trying to cover their ass. Their death is significant. The only thing I can think of is the orphanages. They have no kids in them or something. Because that was also something that they were talking about.
I still don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really used the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it.
No, not that. Really? That would have made sense to me.
I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there? Apart from the obvious.
Together they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads.
More major players scheming for power and money at the expense of it. Why did Green get them all killed?
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have and this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
Turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster. You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I?
Seems to be.
But I
At
think
least
that's
they
what
believe
Green
it.
is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
Green was a key player in the intrigue, which was about burning Rome. If someone could influence Green, it's possible they could control someone else too. Situation created a particular vacuum. Perfect for someone who wants to seize power. It's more about the rebellion instead of seizing power, but I
Since
suppose...
the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs.
Well, more create some rest.
300 years
What?
of accumulated power and plotting.
No one else could bear it.
No. It's not about what happens in the past, it's what happens in the future. Like, of course they could bear it, because they're... Whatever.
Following
Sure,
this
let's
lead,
go for the
Green
boring one.
Didn't have to be the
Never
only
mind.
one like that.
Fine.
The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
I mean... Why the middle of everything instead of pulling the strings to the bitter end?
Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
Killing Green was the last straw to destabilize this town, but why now, in the middle of everything, instead of pulling to the bitter end? Well, that one doesn't make any sense. It has to be this. No? Okay, whatever. Sure. It could have been any three of those, so it's just a guessing game. Unfortunately.
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
Who's the big mastermind? Who could it be?
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me, more literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her, and of course she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Yeah, I don't think Green did this. It makes no
Oh, I
sense
think I have something.
at all.
2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
Seems kind of weird. Oh, we're back on. We're back going crazy again.